Hello students, welcome to part 2 of your chapter People as a Resource. Student, in this chapter, in part 2, now we will discuss about the market activity and non-market activities. Student, market activity. Student, basically the market activities are performed for being paid or to earn the profit. Like you can take the example of teacher, engineer, doctors. They do the activity, and for this activity they are being paid salary. That's called remuneration. Student, whereas non-market activity, these are activities are performed for self-consumption. Like you can take the example of our mother, right? Our mother cook the food for us, for the family, but they're not paid, right? So this basically market activity are done for the self consumption. Now today we will understand the quality of population down here. See student, when we talk of quality of population, we can draw this one by understanding when the population is educated and getting the health facility, then we can say the population has the quality. Any country's population, the quality is been decided based on the country's population, whether having a proper education or having the proper health facilities. Student, when we talk of this this education, see, in the education means whether the population is literate, that's called, whether the country's population, that's called the literacy rate of the population, is how much good enough, right? And when we talk of the health, we talk of life expectancy, that is in that country how many years a person can live, means how many years that person can have a proper livelihood, right? So that is the quality of population, that, and this defines the growth rate of the country. The better the quality of the population, the better the growth of the country. That's called development of the country, right? The student, any country which is illiterate, not educated, any country's population which is not healthy population, then that we can say that population is a liability for that government or for that country, right student? Now this is the way, if the better the quality of the population, the population will become the asset of the country, otherwise it will become as a liability. Now student, education, when you talk of the education, see, education is one of the factor that talks of the growth of the society, right? That's called, we can say, education contributes to the growth of the society. Now student, also we can say, see, government has taken the step to give the to improve the quality in the elementary education. What is called elementary education? The elementary education, basically government has taken one step, like we can take the example of Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan, where government has said all the age of children, right, from 6 to 14, right, by 2020 they will have the education in the primary education, right? And student, what is called vocational stream? Vocational stream nothing but set of occupation and practice, right? Basically through the vocational stream, the focus is on attributes, on knowledge and skills, right student? So now we can discuss more about this Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan exclusively. Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan means, we can say, at the age of 6 to 14 years by 2010, everyone should have the elementary education, and it's a bridge course it's a bridge course, right, initiated for the enrollment of elementary education. And in the Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan also there is a provision of midday meal. What is the midday meal? Through midday meals, you give the food in the school. Why you have given this midday meal? Government has started, so that government has started to encourage the attendance and retention of children and improve their nutritional status of the children. So student, this is all about the education what we have discussed here. And also we can discuss one of the point here in the literacy rate. We can, if you compare with the state called Kerala and Bihar. In Kerala, we have 94% literacy rate, whereas if you compare to Bihar, we have 62%. This is the comparison between the literacy rate of Bihar and Kerala. Now you can see, student, the graph here, the literacy rates in India. You can see it's a graph of 2002. The green one is the person, the brown one is the male, and white one is the female. You can see how the comparison between male and female, the literacy rate is been given here. Now, student, we can talk of the health here. See, health. What is the health of a person, right? Health of a person helps to realize potential and ability to fight illness. That is called whether you are healthy person or not. That is whether physically, mentally you are fit or not. And that can happen only when you have proper balanced diet. That's called proper nutritious food, right? An unhealthy person, a person who have a disease, right? An unhealthy person is always a liability to the country, right? Now here in the national policy, government has aimed how to improve health care of the people, to give them the family welfare and nutritional service, right? The government also has opened up so many health infrastructure, that's called hospitals. Government has increased the doctors. You can see the next slides, right? And governments also have opened around 81 out of 181 medical colleges, so that medical facility can be given to the common people. So today you can see here in the slide the health infrastructure, right? You can see here in the first one SC, PHC and CHC. SC means sub-center, PHC means primary health center, and CHC means community health center. You can see in 1951 and you can see compare up to 2010, it has increased. The dispensary and hospitals in 1951, it was 9,209, and 2010 it has increased to 28,472. Now student, also you can see in the number of bed in the hospitals it has increased from 117198 to 576793 in 2010. The doctors in the allopathy also has increased from 61800 to 816629, and also the nursing, right? It also got increased in 1951. It was 18,054, and it has increased in 2010 to 1702555. This is the step government has taken to increase the health infrastructure within the country, so that the quality of the population can also improve, and the population can become the people's resource. The population can become the human capital formation. The population can become the working people. So student, as of now, this is the end of the part 2, and very soon we will again meet in part 3. Take care. Thank you.